Hey, all right, we are live again. I think it's the second time in 2024 that we've gone live, which is impressive for me. 2 weeks in a row now. I'm not upset at that record. Pretty good, pretty good. If you have not already and you would like to, I have a 5,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away a Circle water bottle. So if you want to win the Circle, or you want a chance to win the Circle, find the video. I think it's titled 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Find that video and go ahead and type your name, type an emoji, type anything you want, and then you're entered to win. As long as it's not like a cuss word or something like that. Be people about it. Don't just be mean to be mean. In any other case, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I do, in fact, have an Instagram page. It looks like this. If you want to go ahead and join the Instagram page, looks like that. And if you follow the pit bike build, know that it is broken right now. I broke it, and I'll get into that here in a second. What's up, Tun? What is up, Jenna's Life? Happy New Year. What is up? Also, if you would like, you can go ahead and join the Facebook page. It looks like this. Now, I said join the Instagram page. I do not do direct messages through the Instagram page because I don't know how. I do have the messaging app on my phone for Facebook. So there is that. So in any case, if you did see that dirt bike there on the Instagram page, I broke it. I went to do a kickstart. It's a kickstart bike, and there's a bolt at the back of the Kickstarter. It goes in like this, and it keeps the kickstart from sort of going too far down. And because the 50cc bike, which was made for children, is 20 years old, and I am older than 20 years old, I kicked it too hard and busted the entire back out of the pit bike. And so we got to figure out how to fix that. Wah, wah, wah. Yep, that was on me. But it is what it is. Also, in any case, I have decided to come up with goals. I know I've tooled around with it before. For 2024, the goal is to have 7,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So 7,000 subscribers by December 31st of 2024 this year. I thought about making it a money goal. I decided against making it a money goal because I honestly feel like that might be rubbing it in people's faces and stuff. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do a subscriber goal of 7,000. I feel like it's obtainable, but I also feel like it's going to take me the whole year to do so. Saw my short video. What short video did you see? And then we'll get in there. I got a bunch of them. So I do want to do that. Also, what you made from 2023? Oh yeah. No, that was pretty good. Yeah, the what I made from 2023 was pretty good. Yeah, 2023 was a good year for me, YouTube wise. Absolutely, yeah. It was like $2,270, something like that. That was a lot of money. Like that. I'm actually legitimately worried that that's too much money for my taxes. I'm worried the tax man is going to be not happy with that 2,200, because at the end of the year you get I'm going to call the form wrong, and I want to say it's a 1099, but it's not a 1099. They give you a tax form. Google gives you a tax form if you're in America. Tun, I know you're in Canada, so I don't know how they do taxes up there. But at the end of the year, just like any other job you get paid for, Google's going to send me a tax form, and it's going to have my all my information on it, and I got to file it with the IRS. And then when I file it with the IRS, it looks like untaxed income, which is honestly what it is. I don't pay taxes on it until April 15th or whatever of this year. I'll do my taxes early, but the tax man's not going to be happy with that 2,200, or maybe he will be happy and I won't be happy. And I'm a little bit concerned that that's too much. But excuse me, the end goal, the biggest goal, the whole reason why I started YouTube, or the whole reason why I started like really pushing to get paid for YouTube, and it's going to sound bad and going to sound weird and funny maybe, is to be able to afford fast cars, to drive fast cars to work every day. Like I want to, that's my end goal, is honestly to drive fast cars to work every day. I want to, you know, and I'm substance abuse nurse, so I'm not in a bad neighborhood. I'm really not in a bad neighborhood, let's be honest with ourselves. But I want to, you know, if I show up one day in a Ferrari to work, I'm gonna be cool with it. I don't think it'll ever happen, but you know, I never planned on quitting my job. I just want to afford fast cars. So that would be awesome. That would be super cool. Kind of, I think I would have fun with it. Kind of bummed about my lights. I'm not bummed about my lights. I'm bummed that they look like sort of a white glare right there behind me. Because they do actually change colors, and they're doing all kinds of sorts of things right now, and my camera is letting me down. So I'm really bummed about my lights just not doing things right now. You know, it is what it is. Sad about it, but it is what it is. In any case, has anybody else got some goals for 2024? Like, you'd think maybe I'd say go back to school, but man, I feel like I've just about talked myself out of going back to school, at least till my youngest is, you know, maybe 10, when she's strong and independent. Speaking of my youngest, who normally I wait until my youngest is asleep. Normally I wait till my youngest is asleep because she is the one who will bust up in here. My oldest decided to have a sleepover in her room with her sisters tonight. So we stand the very, very good chance of this live stream being hijacked and cut short from my youngest busting up in here. Let's go ahead and, you know, state facts. There's a very good chance she will bust up in here because my oldest did not get her to sleep, or maybe they fought each other, or they're wrestling, you know, whatever it may be. We love wrestling in this house. I mean, we are a wrestling family. We love racing and wrestling. That's it. I wish there is a pathway for Canadian LPN to work in US. So far, I only know for RN. Now, I know. Let me take a quick swallow. I know 10 plus years ago when I was in school, they were talking about doing Canadian compact states. I know they're not called states in Canada. Let's see. But even 10 years ago, compact states that include Canada. They were talking about soon we'll be able to include Canada because of the travel thing. But I'm not sure if they changed that or not. Oh, Guam is apparently included now. Cool. Of course, I think Guam is an American territory. But it doesn't look like. Let's read the list here. I've got the list right here. Guam, which is awesome. I'm definitely for Guam. 41 states. It looks like Pennsylvania and Rhode Island are sort of Virgin Islands. Okay. West Virginia, registered and practical nurse. So maybe we don't have Canada yet. But I know that they were talking about Canadian compact states 10 years ago, but you know, I guess they're still working on that, which is kind of a bummer. But I would imagine that a license can transfer. You would just have to retake the probably have to take the NCLEX. And if you get a license in a compact state, if you take an NCLEX in a compact state in the U.S., you could travel those 41 states or whatever. So Tun, you might could look into doing that and just redoing the compact or the NCLEX. But I don't know what your nursing license exam is called. It might be called NCLEX. I don't know. But there's of course that. Jenna, I said hey, but I haven't really acknowledged you. Sorry about that. How has work been? How's everything down there where you're at? I know today we had a terrible stinking hurricane-like storm. It was like 34 degrees and thunderstorm. It was terrible. It was cold as all get out all day. Never snowed. Never did snow. I never saw a bit of ice today, even though the temp was 34, which is just over freezing. Never did see a single bit of ice. But it happens, I guess. But how's everything going your way? Well, shoot. My computer is not wanting to load up right now. Yep, definitely not loading up. In any case, I was gonna look up something, but the computer don't want to pull up Google. Excuse me. So we are. I'm in substance abuse. Everybody knows that by now. For some reason, we are like losing census like crazy, and it's not been good for us. It hasn't been good at all, but it happens. And oh, okay. Well, if I do it manually, then that's fine. Anyways, I just told YouTube that I want to put the commercials in. And if I put the commercials in, which I'm not going to put commercials in, then I guess we won't. Hopefully, we won't have commercials, mid-roll commercials. In any case, shoot, I forgot what I was talking about. Anyways, so that you have double income, like United States and Canada, you probably have to file taxes crazy if you did that. I do TurboTax, and part of TurboTax asks you, like, did you have an income from Canada? No, I did not. I am nowhere close to Canada. I'm in North Carolina. I would love to go to Canada. Would absolutely love to go to Canada, but never been. Never got an income from Canada. Excuse me. Hold on one second. What does that say? So that you have double income. YouTube and Facebook. I mean, you upload video to YouTube. I do not upload videos to YouTube and Facebook. I do upload my shorts, but only my shorts to YouTube and Instagram. But I upload what I do is I upload YouTube and then I copy my YouTube video and then upload it to Instagram. Because I have been told, I don't know this for a fact, but I've been told that YouTube does not like to be your side chick, if that makes sense. YouTube wants to be your main chick. So Instagram is my side chick. So what I do is, make the YouTube video and then use the YouTube video on Instagram. So that, making Instagram my side chick and not YouTube. Because I've heard that YouTube does not pay for those videos, because you can see the little watermarks. You can see little watermarks say TikTok or Instagram, like when you watch a short on YouTube, you can see the little watermarks. Actually, Facebook doesn't like that. I can imagine Facebook doesn't like anything. I only have Facebook for this page and for YouTube has a big heart. I only have Facebook for this page and for the Booster Club. I'm president of the Booster Club. Yeah, I can see Facebook being jealous. I mean, it was a stolen platform to begin with. The Winkenboss twins created Facebook, and then Mark Zuckerberg took the idea or whatever and molded it into a better idea. Made $2,000 from Facebook. Then Facebook disabled monetization. So, question: did Facebook disable it for you or for everyone? Gave you so many reasons. Did they say that they disabled it because you were using it for language not supported? Boo that, man. Boo that. Language not supported. That's no good. Because you don't speak. But I thought Facebook was like billions of customers or whatever. You know, they need to re-up that mess. Shoot. So back to the monetization of the Facebook. I bet you do hate it because that is kind of messed up. Back to the monetization of the Facebook. How did you like? What's up, Sparks? Yeah, I do speak to English. The English, or as my oldest would say, I speak American. And I'll tell her, like, baby, you speak English. I hate to tell you this. American's not a language. But, I maybe she was just being young. In any case, what'd you do? You just took your videos that you had already uploaded to YouTube, and then you just took your videos and then uploaded them to Facebook, and then they monetized them for you? Like, was there any other steps to it? Because, YouTube, you have to do, you have to be 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before they'll start paying you. There's a criteria to be. I figured there was a criteria to be eligible for monetization on your Facebook page, like 10,000 followers and a certain minutes views. I don't even have 10,000 followers on stinking YouTube. It is what it is. Sparks, I think that's a spider. I just realized this. I think that's a spider. My boss lady is like deathly afraid of spiders, and she would like have a fit if you showed her the spider. Congratulations on reaching your goal. I hope I win the circle. I have 130,000 followers on Facebook. It is a spider. Now I don't upload anymore. I wouldn't either if they're not paying you. Especially if they were paying you. Yeah, I wouldn't upload anymore. That's messed up. Yeah, don't show my boss. She'll be upset. She might leave. She might like run out the door and drive off. If you show her the spider. Hope you win the circle. The circle is, of course, a great prize. In my opinion, it's a great prize. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I used to, at work, because hydration's it's honestly hard to keep yourself hydrated. I used to carry around a Solo cup at work, and I would, drink it, and just full of water. Not other beverages that you put Solo cups in. or put in solo cups. But I was always worried about like falling over, you know, things like that. And then when my oldest came home one day, she was like, "Hey, Daddy, I want a circle." And went to the store, bought her a circle. Actually, I had to buy it on Amazon because we didn't have a store here, and that sold them. And bought her a circle, and I ended up drinking all of her little cartridge. And she was like, "Daddy, you have to get your own circle. You can't drink mine anymore." Got my own circle and took it to work with me, and I have been hydrating like crazy ever since I got that circle. And so it's pretty awesome. Plus, we got a local NASCAR driver who was sponsored by Circle, Daniel Hemrick. And I don't have a problem with Daniel Hemrick, but you know, the fact they're in NASCAR sort of made me want them some more. And I know Tun just told me about Facebook Shorts, and I am going to read it. I promise I am. But I wanted to talk about the Circle for a second because, man, I stinking love the Circle. I just do. In my opinion, it's the greatest. It's a lot easier than like a Gatorade bottle or a solo cup full of water. It just is, and you know, you can get 2, 3, probably about 5 to 10 refills out of those cartridges. And those circles are they a quart? A quart is about 1,000 ml, so that's probably about a quart, yeah. Tun says I don't upload anymore. YouTube like short videos, like 5 minutes and under. Some famous YouTuber, they made 2 videos, long video for video and shorter video for Facebook. So they are not identical. So they crop it down and edit it so they're not identical. Gotcha. Okay. And then you get 10,000 followers, and then you start, you know, doing things on Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I just don't like the company of Facebook. I just don't think I will I just don't think I'll post my videos to Facebook. I just don't think I will, you know. I really only have it just to sort of message subscribers. If anybody ever wants to message me, which it does happen sometimes. It does happen from time to time. People do want to message me on Facebook. So, and their Facebook videos 4 minutes makes sense. That definitely makes sense. That would happen like that. I haven't heard. I do not want to jinx myself. I do not want to jinx myself, but we're 22 minutes into this live stream, and the sleepover that is happening downstairs appears to be going well. So we have not been bombarded yet. Pretty happy about that. That those little childrens is down there in the bed. People want to watch longer. They go to YouTube and watch. I've watched, and I remember I've watched one single Facebook reel, and it made me so stinking mad that I've never watched another one. I'll tell you about it too. I was scrolling through my Facebook. This was a few years ago, and this guy was on a porch doing some sort of construction work. Okay. Girl comes out, puts headphones on. She's in a bathing suit, lays down sort of on this chair thing. And this guy who is doing construction, of course this is fake as it can be. I mean, and I'm a wrestling fan. I watch wrestling. So if I'm watching wrestling and saying this is fake as it can be, you know, this got to be really bad. And so it's clearly like people trying to get reactions. So anyways, I'm like, okay, whatever this is pretty stupid. She lays down, she puts a towel over herself. She is in the bathing suit. She puts a towel over herself. For some reason, this guy like ties a rope to the towel while she's in it, and then throws like a brick off the porch, but the rope is long enough where the towel don't move. And I was like, dude, like, y'all are just trying to get like teenage boy reactions here. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I was probably maybe a minute into it, and it made me so aggravated that I could not watch another Facebook reel. And it seems like every time, because I just can't. Like, you're not pulling me back into it. I'm not watching another one. That was stupid. Ugh. Like, first of all, who's going to sunbathe while construction workers are on your porch? Like, no one is going to do that. I was stupid for watching it. I think I was more mad at myself for trying to watch it rather than I was at the stupid construction worker tying rope to the towel. Like, it made me want to fight them people. Just, I'm just going to wear them out. I'm just going to fight them. Speaking of, I don't know why this made me think of this. Speaking of fight people, so I think I've done 2 or 3 Gastonia videos. There's a town, there's a city here in North Carolina. It's called Gastonia. There are, I'm gonna go ahead and Google while I'm telling you about this. There are thousands upon thousands of Gastonia memes about how the city is just not, let's see, yeah, this one's probably my favorite one. Everything that touches the light is Charlotte. The dark, shadowy place is Gatonia. We do not go to Gatonia. There are so many memes about Gatonia. And, in any case, my dad is from Gatonia. And I didn't grow up with my dad. I grew up with my mom. And I think I've done 2 or 3 videos of Gatonia. But everybody out there likes to fight. If you're actually from Gastonia, you like to fight. And you will do it. And you will do it in a hurry. And I keep on toying with the idea, and I haven't done it yet, and I know I've done like 2 or 3 videos on it, but I haven't done it yet, of doing like a sort of personality or sort of like a character of my dad or my cousins or people that I've heard of from Gatonia, and do a bunch of shorts, maybe like one a week, of Gatonia people. I know I need to change that. Gastonia. I gotta say gas. It's not Gatonia, it's Gastonia. Anyways, I always feel like I want to do that, but I'm always worried. Like, I really don't think my dad even knows I have a YouTube channel, but I'm always worried. Like, what is my dad gonna say if he sees me like really laying into people from Gatonia? Like, what is he gonna say? And I know my mom, who also does not watch the channel, but she does support everything I do. I think my mom would crack up laughing, because me and her sort of have like a running joke of people from Gatonia. He will like it. I don't even know if he'll like it or not. I don't even know if he liked the channel. I have no clue. I really don't. I really just do not know my dad that well, which is sort of sad to say. You can pit Gatonia? I don't know what that meant. But I'm really, really, really thinking about doing more like that. More of my character that I did my running for governor short. But more of that character. Really just trying to come up with ideas sort of to keep the channel going. And I think one day a week of a Gatonia short would be good. But I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to offend everybody from Gastonia either, because there are, believe it or not, some good people from Gatonia. Some people are very big-hearted, but may not be able to tell you in the best of ways how they feel, because they were born tough. But I really feel like I want to try it. I really do. I don't know. do I call it Gatonia Man? Because I know people do Florida Man. I know y'all probably seen the Florida Man videos out there. I think a Gatonia Man would be a good one. Gatonia Man Strikes Again. Or I could talk about I've got one, and it's actually my cousin, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull him up. I might go ahead and do a Gatonia Man short, not right this second, but it is my cousin, I can't believe I'm gonna go ahead and nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. He might actually watch the channel. I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. He's probably not on. Jason, if you're on, you'd better tell me right now. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm out and Jason. Me at this. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull this up without. All right. So I'm gonna do it. I've got the news article pulled up. I'm just trying to figure out how to like do it and sort of show. This is true. Gaston County man accused of 2 DWIs in the same week. So I talk about that, and I do like a quick short of like Gatonia Man, like Gatonia Man reacts to his own kind or something like that. Like, oh my gracious, Jason, what were you thinking when you did this, dude? Oh, and what makes it so much worse is I looked up to him, like I really did. Me and Jason, the guy I just talked about right there. When I think about Jason, me and him, we really got along really well in our later teens. He's about 2 years older than I am. In any case, we got along really good in our later teens, and then we actually ended up working together at Chevrolet. Both of us did. We worked together at Chevrolet. And it was just so... The picture of the person I just showed you, my cousin, you might get on you famous. I hope not. In any case, the picture of the guy I just showed you, me and him were actually like really close in our later teens. We worked together at Chevrolet. We would go to like races and stuff together. He really liked to party. He really did. And like I said, he was like 2 years younger than me. And I worked at Chevrolet from 19 to 21. So that would have meant he was 21 to 23 when I was there. Because he was there. We were there the whole time together, working on cars and stuff. So now I think he just turned 40. He just turned 40. And I talked to him the other day. Out of the blue, he messaged me. I talked to him the other day. And I because I'm in substance abuse, I went on ahead and point blank asked him, did you get sober? Because I knew he really liked to party. And I sort of feel bad about it because he was like, no, and I really need help, and I really need a job, and I need these things. But at the same time, because he is my cousin, I'm like, dude, like, I know you're going to go ahead and ask for help. I know you're going to ask for help. And I live several hours away from him now, and it's not like I can just go down there and help him. I've got kids. I've got all these things. It's like, Jason, I can't just leave everything and help you. And he was like, I don't have a car. I don't have a job. If you could get me a job, that would be great. And I told him, all the places that are here where I'm at that are hiring, especially people with records. And he was like, well, I need a ride up there. And I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're about to say. Like, we are, because we have that relationship from our past, I know where the conversation's going to go. And it kind of, it's kind of a bummer because I really honestly quit talking to him. Like we had probably 2 weeks of like catching up conversation, and I asked him if he was getting sober, and he was telling me that he'd been to rehab, and his wife left him, and he has no car, he has no no job or nothing like that. And I knew where the conversation was going to go when I told him who was hiring up here, and he said, I don't have a car, I don't have anywhere to stay, I don't have all these things. And I knew he was going to say, can you get me there? Can I stay with you? Can I do this? Can I do that? And I really just sort of turned him off, in all honesty. I know he watches the channel. I know he does. And it's sort of a bummer. It honestly is. It's, sort of a bummer that you got to do people like that. But like my dude, I'm not 19 no more. We can't just go out and party all the time. He's 40 now. He needs to. It sucks. It really does. And can't change the fact that he's still family. And he told me when we were texting each other, we were talking about something, and we were actually talking about, I think we were talking about fighting somebody. We were talking about, we'll go over, we'll fight somebody. And he was like, yeah, don't forget, our last name is Haney. And I was like, crap, dude. Yes, our last name is the same. We are in a way cut from the same cloth, in a roundabout way. And it's just hard not to be like, yeah, you can come, or yeah, I can help you, or these things, but I can't, and it's hard on me, and probably hard on him too, in all honesty. But it's sort of what's got to happen. But in any case, years ago, still talking about my cousin. So the economy got really bad in 2008. I was 23, I think. 23 in 2008. So I guess I worked for Chevrolet from 19 to 23. Longer than I thought. Anyways, the economy got really bad in 2008. And because I was working in Gastonia, I would do, or I had just got laid off from my job. The Chevrolet shop was in Gastonia. I would do open mic nights. If you do an open mic night and you win, it was like $100. So if I want an open mic night, that's food for like a week or two. And so I was living in Salisbury, North Carolina. I was not living in Gastonia no more. But on like the entry form, I would fill it out, Gastonia. And I based my open mic night stand-up routine on my cousin that I was just talking about, Jason. And I would tell stories in sort of an exaggerated way of things that me and him did, or that he did, but I was telling from my point of view. And I actually like won. I won one. I know I won one because I got $100 from it. And the check got mailed to my mom's house, because they mailed the checks back then. There was no direct deposit or anything like that. And they mailed the checks, and the check went to my mom's house. And she was like, Chris, you have a check for $100? Says it was a womanless beauty pageant? And I was like, yeah, I did a womanless beauty pageant. I sure did. Yes, I did. And for the womanless beauty pageant, which I did stand up as my talent or whatever. Basically, we men got up there in dresses and feminine outfits and did talent. And I had another cousin, a female cousin, who is not from Gastonia. She's actually from Raleigh. She tattooed on me on my lower back, because I had like a one of them tops that doesn't cover your belly all the way. Tank. It's not a tank. Maybe it's a tank top. Anyways, on my lower back, a tramp stamp. She drew a Chevy bow tie on my lower back. It was blue with pink outline, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And my stage name for that particular open mic night was Chris Chevy Power Haney. And I'd get up there and go, Shipper! Of course, I'd just been laid off and I was still really hard into Chevrolets. Because, that's who just paid me for several years. And won $100 for that one. I sure did, yeah. Partied hard. But the one that I can remember, it's a joke that I guess I wrote it. Or one I performed that came up from me all by myself. That I actually remember. I'll go ahead and tell you. Let me see if I can place it. Of course, everything had to be from Gastonia. I would go up to the mic. It was my finisher. I had, of course, I don't what YouTube was here, in 08, but it wasn't like as good as it is now. And so I watched a lot of this guy called Rodney Carrington. Watched a lot of Rodney Carrington back in the day, and I sort of studied him. And I knew at the very end of his routine, he always had like a finisher, a big story, and he would tell the finisher. And so this was my finisher. I'll go ahead and do my finisher. See if y'all like it or not. But this was the one I would do, and I could honestly do about a 7-minute routine back in the day, which is stinking hard to do. Because you get up there and you tell all your jokes in 30 seconds, especially if no one interacts. And you're up there in the open mic night, and you're up there with you don't know the crowd, you don't know anything, but you're trying to eat. So, anyways, my finisher, I'd get up there, and I'd get up there and say, all right, so went to Hooters the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and get in character, so tell you the joke. So I went up to Hooters the other day. I want to get on you. With me and my cousin Jason went down there and get on you down there at that Hooters. Right next to the IHOP. The IHOP on Cox Road. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ever been get on you? It's right there. That IHOP is on Cox Road. COX. Get your mind out the gutter, peoples. Anyways, down there at the IHOP down there on Cox Road next to the Hooters there. Waitress come up. Now she had a little bit of a belly on her. I thought, Lord, what in the world we got going on here? The top half over said cherry, and then on that round belly she had another and said candy. I said, Lord, is this girl cherry candy or is she pregnant? Well, come find out, she was pregnant. She was pregnant, and she told us, hey, yeah, I'm expecting this child. She'll be here in a little bit. And I said, well, honey, you still got the Hooters, so I see why you got the job here. So let's go ahead and let's continue on with this ordering of the food. She goes off, gets her drink orders. About the time she goes out there, my cousin sort of tapped me on the shoulder there. He says, hey. I said, yeah. He says, we're mechanics now. He says, when a car breaks down and you put gas in that broke down car, it ain't gonna run. I got to think for a second. I thought, dang, son, you are right. You cannot put gas in a broke down car. Well, needless to say, the two of us slapped down $100 bill on that table, said, cherry candy, you want to come on back with us? And I mean, hey, $200 tops. Just saying. That was always my finisher. Most of the time, and because I got laid off, I still had my uniforms. Most of the time, I still had on my Chevrolet. My Chevrolet uniforms had Crest on it. But that was always my finisher. And I wrote that one all by myself. It never happened. We never did go to Hooters or anything like that. But I would tell that story just as hard as I could. But Jason did tell me. He did tell me one time, pregnant girl's like a broke down car. You cannot put gas in a broke down car and expect it to work. think I should do my Gastonia character in my shorts. I really think I will until I start getting bad reactions. I think I will. I really think I will. I'll do like one a week. The one I have in my mind right now that I've already sort of created in my mind is, and I remember this actually happened. When I graduated high school, my dad was talking to me. And he was like, Chris, he was like, I know that you're going to Myrtle Beach for grad week. And I was like, yeah, we're all going to go to Myrtle Beach for grad week. And I thought he was going to like maybe give me some money or, tell me where to stay or where to eat or something like that. And he was like, anyways, my dad's like, well, since you're going to Myrtle Beach for grad week, I really need you to know something. I'm going to give you this advice, and I really want you to take it down there with you. I really want you to be careful while you're down there. And I'm like, okay, well, is he talking about STDs? Is he talking about, bar fights? Is he talking about, what exactly is he talking about? These are ideas running through my mind. And my dad's like, they hate your people down there. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? They hate my people down there. He was like, literally, the jail down there in Horry County says, welcome Gastonians. They hate your people down there. Do not tell anyone that you have anything to do with Gastonia. Just don't tell anybody. You need to be quiet. You need to keep to yourself. Don't hang out with the East Gaston guys. Because we did hang out with East Gaston guys. We really did that. We really did that in high school. East Lincoln and East Gaston hung out together. But he's like, you don't tell nobody. Don't hang out with the East Gaston guys. Don't do nothing. You need to mind your P's and Q's, and don't get loud and rowdy down there, because they will put you in jail. They have no problem doing it, and they're going to welcome you there. And in my mind, I was like, only half of me. Mama's from Iron Station. I'm from Iron Station. I'm not from Gatonia. But I do remember my dad telling me that. And he calls me. True story again. He actually calls me while I'm at grad week. Calls me down there. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? And I had just made a sandwich. And I was eating supper down there at the beach. And the police roll up for something at the hotel. I'm sitting on the balcony, and the door is open to my room, and I'm like 18, just graduated high school, and there is liquor everywhere in the room, beer and liquor everywhere, and I'm eating a sandwich on the balcony, so I'm not in the room, I'm out of the room, and I'm actually on the phone with my dad eating the sandwich, liquor's behind me, door open room, police roll up, and they're walking up, and they're sort of looking through, I guess they're looking for someone or looking for the disturbance or whatever. And my dad's like, what's going on? I said, I don't know, the police just showed up. He's like, I need you to be quiet. And so the police roll up, and they look in the room. No one's in the room, and it's full of liquor. And the cop's like, hey, is that your room right there? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I need you to shut the door. I was like, oh, okay, you want a sandwich? I should have honestly shut the door and been quiet. And he's like, no, man. He goes, no, I don't want a sandwich. You shut your door. And so I shut the door and went back talking to my dad. He's like, dang, you got lucky on that. Like, that's probably the most I've ever talked to my dad, like, consecutively, was that week. Because he was like, don't go to jail. They welcome your kind down there. It happens from time to time. It's one of those things. But the Gastonia short character would be great. I think I'll do it. I think I'll call it Gastonia Man. And then I'll say, Gastonia Man fatherly advice, or, Gastonia Man running for governor, because I have another idea for running for governor. So what I do, this guy right here is amazing, which he just went off. But what I do is, if I have an idea for a short, specifically for a short is I will add it to my calendar. So let me see if I can pull up my calendar right now and show you. Yeah, there's one right there. Whenever I did that. I can't really show it because it's so tiny. It won't focus. When I did the Pay It Forward short, I wrote myself a note to do a Pay It Forward short. If you haven't seen the Pay It Forward short, it's where you're going through the drive-through and somebody pays the meal in front of you. I did a short about that. But in any case, it was a lot of fun. I think I will do it. Definitely give it a try, see how it goes. You gotta really sort of do new ideas to sort of keep the channel going. If I did every single thing nursing, I think I would literally run out of ideas. I know I've been doing it now for 10 plus years, but at the same time, eventually I'm going to literally run out of things to say. It's sort of like your favorite show. After about the second or third season, if it's about the exact same thing, it's sort of terrible. And then TV shows sort of need to change it up a little bit, or they're going to do like Squid Game and end after one season. And I honestly don't have the amount of subscribers to end after one season, which I've been doing this now for longer than one season. But new ideas would definitely help me. Definitely help a lot. Excuse me. Sort of talk real hard and a lot, and then my mouth got dry. I've done drank all my dang tea, which is kind of a bummer. I run out of tea. I have that problem. I cannot keep a drink empty or full. I drink it empty every single time I drink that joker empty. But it is what it is. We're at stinking 52 minutes. I haven't heard a single word yet. I'm going to end this thing in about 7 minutes or so, 7.5 minutes or so. Still have not heard a single footstep, because they're directly underneath me. My oldest bedroom is right underneath me. Have not heard yet a single thud of the children's on their way up here. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Maybe I will. We'll still see. It is what it is. I kind of do hope. I don't know. Maybe other parents have gone through this. I kind of hope that my kids do actually sleep downstairs all night in their own beds, or really in my oldest bed, because, and I don't remember this being like this when I was a child, but we have had the hardest time trying to keep them out of our bed. I remember one time as a little child, my sister got really upset in the middle of the night and went to go see my mom, maybe to stay in my mom's room or something, and my mom picked her up and took her back in her room, my sister's room, and may or may not have laid down with her in her bed, but I know that my sister did not sleep in my mom's bed that night, and I don't ever remember sleeping in my mom's bed. My kids have slept in our bed a lot. Now, I know that I'm not my mother, and my mother would have kicked us out. I'm not going to kick my kids out, but I still want my bed back. So I really, really, really hope that they do actually stay downstairs in that one bed, because it will be one step closer to everybody sort of going to their own beds, and I get my bed, which I want my bed. I don't want to sleep with, tiny people every single night. And of course, I've heard from parents who have older kids, and they say, oh well, once they hit about 12, 13, that's when they really want their own space. And that's all well and good, but I've got 8 years until that happens with my youngest. It's already been. I've been sharing a bed now for I don't know how many years now. A while. 11 years at least. Bro, I don't want 8 more. That's 19 years of sharing a bed. So hopefully, they start to sleep down there. Oh, I hear footsteps. They're busting in here. Hold on. Yep, I hear it. I do hear it. It did not work out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, I'm a little bit off. Hey, baby girls.
Hi.
Hey, baby. Well, we almost made it the hour. Made it to 56 minutes. So, that's pretty good.
Baby alligator.
It's an alligator.
Baby alligator.
That's a baby alligator. Okay. In any case, y'all want to tell everybody bye-bye? Since we're going to go ahead and end it now. So, bye. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you guys for coming along with me for this live stream.
A new purple pillow.
Yep.
Big
Yep.
one.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Hopefully we can do this again next week. I will definitely try, and we'll definitely give it a shot next week. Right, baby? So good night, everybody. See you. Hopefully see you live stream next week. Definitely want to make videos.